Hello students, you are all welcome to another tutorial by Brain Boosters Tutorials. My name is Oluwa. You are welcome to today's tutorial. So today we are looking at matrix determinants. Matrix determinants. I have a video that I've done on the basic introduction of matrix, so I'll drop the link below for you to just go through it in order to refresh your memory on that. So let's start. What is determinant? What is determinant? So let's look at what determinant is. So a determinant is a special number that can be calculated from a matrix. A determinant is a special number that can be calculated from a matrix. The matrix has to be square, that is the same number of rows and columns. That is, the matrix has to be a squared matrix, so it must have the same number of rows and columns. For example, a 2 by 2 matrix. A 2 by 2 matrix. You'll be wondering, okay, an example of a 2 by 2 matrix. Let's move to the next slide. You see what a 2 by 2 matrix looks like. Yeah, so this is an example of a 2 by 2 matrix. So let's look at some examples. Find the determinant of the following. Find the determinant of the following. Before you calculate this is like a formula. This A, B, C, and D, is a formula. So to get the determinants, you're going to multiply. You're going to multiply A by A with D. You're going to multiply A with D, and B with C. So AD minus BC. AD minus BC. So once you multiply that and you subtract it, that is AD minus BC, you get the determinant. So let's look at an example so that you understand what I'm saying. So number one, we have matrix 3, 5 minus 4, 7. So like I said earlier in the example, the formula like A and D, so this 3 will multiply 7 and 5 will multiply minus 4. So look at it. 3 times 7 minus 5 times open bracket minus 4 close bracket. So 3 times 7 is 21. Minus times minus. This minus times this minus gives us plus. So plus 20. 5 times 4 is 20. So you have 21 plus 20, and that gives us 41. That gives us 41. So 3 times 7 minus 5 times negative 4. That gives us 21 plus minus times minus here gives us plus. So that gives us 21 plus 20 is 41. Second example, minus 7. We have matrix minus 7, 4, 4 minus 3. So like I said earlier, this minus 7 will multiply minus 3. Then 4 will multiply 4. So minus 7 multiplied by open bracket minus 3 close bracket, then minus 4 open bracket 4. So minus 7 times minus 3, then minus 4 times 4. So this minus now again, minus times minus gives us plus. That's why we don't have. So this one is more or less like plus 21. So minus 16 plus 21 minus 16. So it's just like 21 minus 16, and that gives us 5. 21 minus 16 gives us 5. So that's an example. Let's look at another example. So example 3, 5, 7, 2 minus 1. 5, 7, 2 minus 1. You can pause the video to calculate it, and check if your answer is correct. So 5, 7, 2 minus 1. Like I said earlier, 5 times minus 1, 7 times 2. So 5 times minus 1 minus 7 times 2. 5 times minus 1 gives us minus 5. This minus, multiplied by the plus here, gives us minus 5. Minus 5 minus 14. So minus 5 minus 14. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 2 is 14. So minus 5 minus 14 is equals to minus 19. Minus 5 minus 14 is equals to minus 19. I do see students that always have issues with this calculation of minus again. So this minus 5 minus 14 now is just like you are owing somebody 5 naira. You now borrowed 14 naira from the person again. that's minus 19 altogether that you're owing the person. So it's just that you're owing somebody 5 naira, and okay, you're owing Shola 5 naira, you're owing Ngozi 14 naira. That means you're owing both Shola and Ngozi 19 naira. That's why we have minus. So let's move on to example 4. Example 4 is 10801. 10801 matrix 10. That's 10801 in the matrix box there. So let's now multiply 10 by 1, then 8 by 0. 10 by 1, then 8 by 0. So 10 times 1 minus 8 times 0. So 10 times 1 is 10 minus 0. That gives us 10. So this is the determinant. 10 is this is the determinant. So example 5, 2, 8, 9, 10. 2, 8, 9, 10. So 2, we have 2 times 10, then 8 times 9. 2 times 10, then 8 times 9. So 2 times 10 minus 8 times 9. 2 times 10 minus 8 times 9. So that gives us 20 minus 72. 20 minus 72. And that gives us negative 52. Negative 52. Well, that's what is the determinant. Let's look at the examples again. Remember, they said the formula. This is the way to calculate determinant. A value a 2 by 2 matrix. A, B, C, D. A times D minus B times C. So we have here 3 times 7. 3 times 7 minus 5 times minus negative 4. So that gives us 21. Minus times minus here gives us plus 20. And that gives us, it goes to 41. Then 7 minus 7, 4, 4 minus 3. So minus 7 times minus 3. Then minus 4 times 4. So minus 7 times minus 3 gives us plus 21. Then 4 times 4 gives us 16. The negative is minus 16. So 21 minus 16 is 5. 21 minus 16 is 5. The third example is 5, 7, 2 minus 1. So 5 times minus 1 minus 7 times 2. So 5 times minus 1 gives us negative 5 minus 5 minus 14. So minus 5 minus 14 is minus 19. Minus 5 minus 14 is minus 19. Fourth example, 10, 8, 0, 1. So 10 times 1 is 10. Then 8 times 0 is 0. So 10 minus 0 is 10. Then last example is 2 times 10 minus 8 times 0 times 9. 2 times 10 minus 8 times 9. So 2, 8, 9, 10 is are the elements in the matrix. So 2 times 10 is 20 minus 8 times 9 is minus 72. So 20 minus 72 gives us 52. Gives us negative 52. Negative 52. So that will be all for today. In the next class, we'll look at a 3 by 3 matrix. This is a 2 by 2 matrix now. So we'll look at how to determine or get the determinants of a 3 by 3 matrix in the next class. So you can always practice, with more questions. Just pick your textbook and practice more. And remember, knowledge is power. And this tutorial is brought to you by Brain Booster Tutorials. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. So in order for you to get lovely tutorials. So thank you, and I am Ibukoluwa, your tutor for today. Bye for now.